Hey y'all, welcome to another round of Three Gals, Three Sketches. First, I want to apologize for my voice. We got hit by the flu in the house. First, my husband got it, and I was able to take care of him for a couple of days, and then I got it, so it became a point of whoever felt the least worse did what needed to be done for our animals and for ourselves. So I am on the end of it. I just have some really bad congestion. So I apologize for that because I made these layouts last month and just being the procrastinator that I am, put off making the video until the last minute. So this series is a quarterly series that Scylla Choice Bits of Bliss and Scrappy Jenny K and myself participate in once a quarter, where we take a collection and we each pick a sketch and then we create and we come back together and show you what we made with the product and the sketches. So if you don't recognize this piece of paper, it is from Maggie Holmes Heritage. And when I picked this collection, or when we talked about it, seeing what collections we all had, I said, yeah, I have Maggie Holmes Heritage. Here's what I have. They all had it. So we used it, and then when I pulled it out, it was just the project pad that I had. I had some embellishments and the chipboard, but I had a couple of pieces of extra paper that I had probably picked up at Joann on clearance, but the basis of my paper came from the project pad, so it caused a little bit of challenge for me because, as you know, the project pad has a lot of cardstock, plain cardstock paper versus the pattern paper. So I had to pivot and adjust, and I'm pretty happy with what I came out. So I'm going to pause right here and put up the first sketch, and then we'll talk about the first layout. Okay, so here is the first layout I made using the Scrap Room's Freaky Fast formula. And I really liked how it turned out. Now, the idea of cutting out these little postage stamps and putting them as a frame around the page was not my idea. I saw it on Pinterest or Instagram where somebody did this with a different sheet of paper. And I thought I had several of this sheet because the back side was a ledger, and that's what I had bought. The reason I bought it was for the ledger side on clearance. So basically, I just fussy cut a bunch of those postage stamps out, and then I used this black and peachy colored polka dot for my background, and then for my 11 by 11 piece, it is this gold colored cardstock that was in the project pad. And then I lined my postage stamps up, adhered them down, and did just some stitching around the edge just to kind of bring it all together and make it more cohesive. And then the next piece I put down was this 10 by 4.5. Sorry, had to pause to take a drink. This 10 by 4.5, and I put it horizontally across the layout, and it's shorter than this 11 by 11, but these postage stamps cover that up. And my next piece was the 7 by 4.5, which was another pattern piece out of the project pad. And it had florals and a lot of sayings on it, but I did it mainly for the color of it. So you can see partial words, but that's okay. And then we had a 1x2 and a 1x2.5. So this little piece right here is my 1x2.5. And then I just counted this as my 1x2. It's not an exact 1x2, but it was close enough for me. So I used a piece of the chipboard. I used some more chipboard here. This Life is Lovely, and then these 3 hearts. And then I did back my photo with this piece of gold glitter paper that was also in the project pad that kind of, you know, helps bring out the gold that is in the title. And then I used this goldy color for my stitching. And I just pulled out some stickers to add the date of August 2021. And I'll probably just do a little bit of journaling right here. And that is my first layout. And let's take a look at the second sketch. Okay, so this next layout is using this grayish white background paper as my base, and this is what pretty much drove my photograph, because it has little sweet sayings. You are everything, life is lovely, hugs and kisses, generations, I love this, together, family stories. So I thought it was a perfect piece of paper to use with this picture of our granddaughter taking a nap, and I just wanted to capture her sweet little hands with her kind of in the background. This was when they still lived out of state and they had came to visit, so we would soak up all the time we could with her when they were here. And this was back in September 2018. And this did come from the sticker sheet and the project pad. I know a lot of people don't care for the stickers and the project pads because they are so thin. They're not my favorite either, but once you glue them down, it's pretty much really don't make a difference in my opinion. So I did pull this. This is a Mente. I think they call them chippies. I have them right here, so I know to use them up. And it's just chipboard doilies that I painted with some brown paint. So that is the only thing that was not from the project pad. So I have my background. I created this banner and we flipped it upside down out of wood grain, and then we have this floral piece out of the project pad as a horizontal piece, and then we have another vertical pink cardstock that was also in the project pad. And then I matted the photo with a piece of white cardstock so it would kind of pop, because this photo is a little bit darker. And then I just accented it with some more chipboard and stickers. We have this house chipboard and house sticker. And then this little heart sticker. And then this little family and this chipboard and love. And then I had this cute little deer. And then just heart chipboard and another heart sticker. And where will I journal? I may do a little bit of journaling right here, or maybe a little card from the collection, pull out something and do a little journaling here, because I think if I put it up here, that would just be too busy or too much in that area. So that is my second layout, and then we'll come to the last sketch, and then where I really had to put my own spin on the sketch. Okay, so hopefully looking at the layout and seeing the sketch, you can see the resemblance. I can, and it may just because I'm the one that made the layout. But the problem was I didn't have a lot of pattern paper left that would work for the scraps going down the side of the layout. So I had to improvise. So this piece of ledger was in the project pad. Like I said, I had multiples because I had bought the ledger paper from Joann, and it had those postage stamps on the back side, which I had never any intention of using, but I did. So I was tickled about that. So to me, this ledger and these lines kind of represented the line of scraps going down the side of the page. And then it had stitching, so this kind of represents that line of stitching. And then the circle that was in the corner on the photo, I used these oval silhouettes because this is a picture of me and my sister, and there were two girls, and I thought that was really cute. So to kind of fill in how the scraps went down the page, I fussy cut some of these florals out of a sheet of pattern paper that was in the project pad and just kind of tuck them here and there underneath the gold cardstock. And then I just added 3 butterflies just to kind of fill in some space. And then for my photo, this was a, I can't think straight. This was a vertical photo that I had versus horizontal. So I just kind of flipped the photo and added the several layers of backing to the photo and pulled some of the chipboard embellishments. This is my title, Some Kind of Wonderful, and the heart, and then this was from April of 2024. Now as far as my journaling, it may go down here, or I don't think I want to put it over here because that kind of gives your eye a place to rest from the busyness of these florals. But I was really challenged with this one. Oh, and the little chipboard bow right there. I was really challenged with this one. It made me stretch my brain a little bit and have to be a little more creative. And I really liked how it turned out. And the funny thing about this collection is called Heritage. And my plan was to use heritage photographs, and I didn't on any of them. This is me and my sister from last year, my granddaughter, and then a photo of me from a few years back. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out Scylla, Choice Bits of Bliss, and Scrappy Jenny K. I'll link them below, so you can just look in the description, hop over to their channels, look at what they created. I'm excited to see what they created because we don't really share the layouts before we post the video. So it's fun for me to watch and see their takes on the exact same 3 sketches. And for next quarter, we have a little bit of a surprise. We'll see you next time. Bye.